rock solo, dolo. Couldn't hold on no more. You ain't by me, you got to go though. You ain't by me, you got to go though. Now I rock solo, dolo. Couldn't hold on no more. You ain't by me.
What's good, love? So tap in with your girl. I tracked everything that I spent while I was in Da Nang, Vietnam, and I want to break it down for you because hopefully it helps you understand the cost of living here. Maybe it'll help you decide to come visit or to come live here, but I definitely want to break it down. So here's what it actually cost me. And forgive me for looking down. I have a list. I can't remember everything, but I do have a list. And we're going to break it down by category, and we're going to talk about each category a little bit, okay? And give you a little bit more details about how I came to these numbers. Okay, first things first, let's talk about what living in Da Nang actually cost me. Now, I don't know about you. I don't know about the other people that stayed there. I know it's people who stayed there, who've been staying there for years, for months. I don't know. I didn't have a long-term rental. I did not get an apartment or anything like that. Again, this is just based off of my experience, what I spent and what I did. Living, or the cost of living, rent. Okay, what rent cost me? I spent $480.86 in rent while I was in Da Nang for 2 weeks. Now, again, I did not get a short-term rental. I did not get a long-term rental. This was not a personal rental. I literally went on Airbnb, searched up a location, picked that location, and that's where I stayed. The location that I stayed in did have amenities, rooftop pool. They had bars. They had a karaoke lounge, which I did not go to. They had parking. So $480 is how much I spent to live in Da Nang for 2 weeks. The next thing we're going to get into is, of course, food. Because come on, now your girl got to eat, okay? I love to eat, okay? I am a eater of food. Don't play with me. But overall, I'm going to give you the dong price, and then I'm going to break it down in US dollars, okay? So in food, while I was in Da Nang, I spent 3,835,000 dong while I was there for 2 weeks. That is equivalent to $145. Now, I do want to say that was all on Grab. So that was all on Uber Eats for my US folks. That was all what I spent on Uber Eats or Grab, so food delivery. I spent $145 over 2 weeks. One thing I do want to throw in there, or to keep in mind, is that I said I'm vegan. So being vegan, food is a little bit more expensive. It was a little bit more difficult for me to get food. I was also in an Airbnb that did not have a microwave. It did have a refrigerator, but if I put the food in the refrigerator, then how am I going to warm it up? So I was not getting food and having leftovers. I was not able to cook anything. So every time I ate, if I did not go out and eat, it was on Grab, and that cost me $145. So let's say I woke up in the morning, I ate, and then if I wanted to eat later on, I grabbed again. So again, keep that in mind. $145 is definitely more than I would have spent eating at home, whether I got my own car where I could drive and go get it, or whether I cook it myself. $145 is definitely more than I would have spent to eat at home. So overall, for those 2 weeks, I probably spent about $175 to eat, only because I did go out to eat a couple times. I did go to restaurants. I did walk. I did, catch a Grab to the beach area, to Da Nang Beach. And then I did walk around, go to cafes and stuff like that. So about $175 I spent overall for the 2 weeks to actually eat. Okay, so next we're going to transportation. Again, I didn't grab. I grabbed everywhere I went. I did not get a scooter. I did not rent a scooter. And one thing, listen, okay, in Da Nang, in Asia, they have Grab bikes. Now, people been telling me, girl, you need to get on a grab bike before you leave here. I'm listen. I don't got time for people to be playing with my safety. Okay, I don't got time. I'm a big girl. I don't want to be like, okay, yeah, I got you. Get on, and then we fall off, and now I'm rolling in the streets. Okay, I don't play. I don't play with my safety, and I don't want to put myself in situations where I'm gonna get hurt. And I know. Yes, they grab and they have a refrigerator on the back of the bicycle. And I ain't as big as a refrigerator. You know what I'm saying? I ain't as big as a house. Cool, got it. But that don't mean I need to get on it. That mean if they fall, they scrape up the refrigerator. But if they fall, they scrape me up. So I don't want that. So the whole time I did grab everywhere I went, but I did not use the grab bikes, and the grab bikes are less expensive. They're cheaper than the regular grab cars. So I just want to throw that out there. Transportation, over 2 weeks I spent 1,796,000 dong in transportation while I was in Da Nang. Okay, that is equivalent to 68 US dollars. And again, that's me grabbing to the mall. Once I left the mall, grabbing back, go to the beach, grab back, go to cafe, grab back. I spent $68 in grab over 2 weeks, and that is great. Hell, I spend that in gas. You know what I'm saying? So $68 in grab over 2 weeks is good for me. Good to me. Okay. Also, I had also lifestyle costs. I put a section for lifestyle costs, which is more like anything I spent outside of transportation and eating. I also got a co-working at the gym, but I didn't pay for co-working. I didn't go to the gym. Hell, the Airbnb I had a gym in it if I went to it, but I didn't. So just throw that out there. But for lifestyle costs, I spent about $125. I bought a purse. The first purchase that I made once I got to Da Nang was a purse, because I did have a bag, but it was more so like those book bags that you can wear as a book bag, but then you can zip the straps and you can put it on as a purse. I just felt like that wouldn't go with my aesthetic or my energy while I was here, so I ended up getting an actual purse. But I think the purse was like $60, and it was like their brand name purse. But yeah, I got a purse. I also got a massage. So yeah, purse, massage, a couple snacks here and there, waters. I definitely bought water, a lot of water. If you don't know, all I do is drinking water, so I definitely had to get some water. Okay, I had to get some water. I bought a lot of water, no cap. So overall, 2 weeks that I spent in Da Nang, Vietnam, I spent about $850 over 2 weeks. Okay, now if we multiply 850 times 2, which is 4 weeks, which equals about a month, that comes out to $1,700. Okay, now $1,700 is what I paid in rent for 1 month back in the US. My rent was like $1,600 and something dollars. That didn't include my car though. That didn't include gas. That didn't include cable, internet. That didn't include, shopping. That $1,700 is what I just paid in rent, and that included rent, food, transportation, everything. So to me, that still was cheaper. Came out cheaper than what I would have spent if I was back home, if I stayed in Da Nang for 2 more weeks. Okay, I loved it, and I would go again for sure. So yeah, hopefully that breakdown of everything that I spent while I was in Da Nang helps you decide if you want to visit, helps you decide if it's affordable for you, and helps you put Da Nang on your list of places to travel for the years to come. All right, so y'all stay amazing, y'all stay blessed, and I'll catch y'all in the next one.